This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for July 27, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, judge rules that the Cuban woman accused of immigration breach has a case to answer. A St. James Parish judge ruled on Wednesday that the Cuban national Ariadna Perez Lopez, who is accused of presenting fraudulent documents to regularize her husband's immigration status, has a case to answer. On July 12, her legal counsel Michael Hemmings filed a no-case submission in which he stated that the Crown presented no evidence that she knowingly uttered the forged documents with the intent to deceive. He also stated that the evidence was tenuous and should not be relied on, and that the Crown failed to prove the essential elements of the offense, citing several reasons. The attorney also referred to the testimony of Marie Lou, Deputy Director of Jamaica's Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, who stated in her testimony that she could distinguish between authentic and fraudulent stamps based on her 22 years of experience on-the-job training and the special training to reach an informed conclusion that a stamp is fraudulent. The security manager's testimony was also highlighted, in which he stated that he was able to determine the authenticity of a document due to his years of experience and training, as well as the use of machinery, and who agreed that a layperson could obtain a certificate of registration and be unaware that the stamps endorsed are fraudulent. In her response on Wednesday, trial judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley stated that the prosecution bears an evidential burden which she believes has been discharged, and that Lopez should answer the charge on that basis. Lopez was then given the option of providing a sworn statement from the witness stand, an unsworn statement from the prisoner's dock, or remaining silent. She chose to remain silent. The case was then adjourned until September 1, when the judge will render a verdict. According to the allegations presented to the court on January 10, Lopez presented a Cuban passport and alien registration certificate to PICA in Montego Bay, St. James, to regularize her husband's status, and the fraudulent stamps were discovered inside both documents. Farmer on drug charges to be sentenced September 15. A St. Ann farmer who was arrested and charged last year after ganja and cocaine were discovered in his luggage at Montego Bay's Sangster International Airport will find out on September 15 what impact, if any, a court-ordered social inquiry report will have on his sentencing. Alan Reed, 66, of Alexandria, St. Ann, appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday, charged with breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. He is represented by attorney-at-law Martin Thomas. During Wednesday's hearing, presiding parish judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley ordered a social inquiry report and postponed the sentencing until September 15. Reed's bail was extended. According to court records, on October 1 last year, at 3:20 p.m., Reed was preparing to board a flight to Manchester, England, at the airport when he was intercepted by officers at a security checkpoint. His luggage was searched and 6 packages of cocaine, along with 2 packages of ganja, were reportedly found. Under caution, Reed reportedly said, "Paul gave me the bags yesterday," although it was not clarified who he was referring to. He was subsequently arrested and charged with possession, dealing and attempting to export 8.5 kilograms of cocaine, and possession and attempting to export 2.71 ounces of ganja. St. James Parish Council mum on status of mayor after car accident. Administrators and officials at the St. James Municipal Corporation have been oddly tight-lipped on the current status of Montego Bay's Mayor Council Leroy Williams. Mayor Williams was reportedly rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital on Saturday morning after a motor vehicle accident in the vicinity of Iron Shore, St. James. A well-placed source stated then that the Prado SUV that Williams was driving crashed into a parked trailer during his commute home after Festival Night 1 of the Reggae Sumfest. Since then, there has been no official communication from the usually transparent local authority. Efforts made by the news to receive a follow-up from the corporation's CEO, Nadia Kruskill, have also been futile. The corporation's public relations team has also offered no information and directed the news team to the CEO's office. At the same time, a well-placed source has shared that Mayor Williams was transported to the University Hospital of the West Indies, where he is currently admitted for further treatment. It is reported that the mayor sustained a fractured hip and a broken femur bone in the motor vehicle accident. It is unclear, however, why the St. James Municipal Corporation has not released any information to indicate that the mayor is currently hospitalized and of his current health status. Jamaica to end 2023 at close to 1,400 murders, says Bunting. Jamaica will end 2023 at close to 1,400 murders if the current rate of homicide continues, according to opposition spokesman on national security Peter Bunting. The former Minister of National Security made the prediction on Wednesday during a People's National Party press conference at the party's Old Hope Road headquarters in St. Andrew. This is 250 murders above the average level in the previous PNP administration, 2012 to 2016, Bunting said. He charged that this being done by the Andrew Holness-led administration, such as the routine use of states of emergency that have been ruled unconstitutional by the courts, the refusal to table reports from public bodies in the parliament, and the decision to increase the age at which the Director of Public Prosecutions should retire, and designed to distract Jamaicans from the real crime figures. A lot of what we see here now is really attempts to divert the attention of the citizens from the failed performance of this administration in dealing with key issues, important issues to the people of Jamaica, such as their safety and security, Bunting remarked. He outlined that the murder rates across several parishes show that nationally we are going at a rate of about 50 murders per 100,000 population, which puts us at the top of the global rankings, where we continue to be among the highest in the hemisphere and in the world. Bunting said that up to July 22, St. James was going at a rate of 109 murders per 100,000, Hanover was at 98, Westmoreland 86, and Kingston and St. Andrew 60. He noted that these parishes were significantly above the already high national rate. There's a crisis in terms of safety and security, and there's a crisis in terms of normal, professional policing. The government has used the serial and routine use of states of emergency as an attempt to PR crime fighting, as an attempt to convince the population that they're doing something because the normal constitutionally available means have failed, Bunting declared. He said all that they have now done is show that the measures they have resorted to have been proven to be completely ineffective. The global average homicide rate is around 6 per 100,000. For the Latin American and the Caribbean region, it is roughly 20 per 100,000, more than 3 times the global average. Meanwhile, Bunting said Jamaicans must now see through the failures of the government and demand accountability and performance from an administration that is spending the most in history on national security. We would love to see a performance audit of capital expenditures of the Ministry of National Security. I can tell you that it would make the National Works Agency cost overruns of $10 billion pale in comparison to the money that is being wasted at the Ministry of National Security, Bunting asserted. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.